Hello everyone, myself Deepak Upadhyay from Impulse Technology, Gurgaon, Delhi. In this video, I will show you how to calculate the transport property of molecular junction by using Nanodical software. So let's get started. So this is my device studio, that is a graphical user interface for this Nanodical software, and this interface will help you to model the structure. You can do some modification, manipulation in your atomic structure and device structure as well. So first I would like to import the aluminum from my local database. So for this you can go to the file option, you can select this import and then import local, and here you can see this is the material database that exists inside this software, where you can see 0D material, 1D material, 2D material, 3D material, organic material is there. So for aluminum you can select this 3D material, select this conductor, pure metals, and here you can select this aluminum and then you can click on this open. So you can see this is the aluminum that I have imported from my local database. So you can click on this build option, and in the build option you can see multiple options are there. So as per your need you can design your structure. So I would like to click on this redefine crystal, and here you can see this is the redefined crystal by expressing the new cell vector UVW as a linear combination of the current cell vector A, B and C. So here you can see this is the face center cubic structure and this is the body center cubic structure. So I would like to select this face center cubic structure. Then you can click on this preview, and here you can see this is the face center cubic structure of this aluminum atom. Then you can click on this build option. So if you want to make a supercell of this aluminum, so again you can click on this build option, go to the redefine crystal, and you can redefine your crystal in the direction of A, B and C. So here you can see I would like to redefine my crystal 2 time in the direction of A and 7 time in the direction of B and 2 time in the direction of C. And then you can click on this preview option, and here you can see this is the supercell of this aluminum atoms. Then you can click on this build option. So you can see this is the 3D viewer where you can see X, Y, X, Z, Y, Z, Y, X and Z, X views there. So I would like to select this Y, X view. And if you want to delete some undesired atom, so you can draw the rectangle, select the atom and then you press the delete atom. Again you can click on this 3D viewer and then you can select this YZ view, and again you can select this atoms and then you can press the delete atom. Similarly, if you want to delete more atom, so you can select the atoms, long press Ctrl, and you can select this atom as well, and then you can select these atoms. Then you can press the delete option, and if you want to convert this structure into molecule, so you can click on this convert to molecule option. Here you can see the structure has been created. Here you can see the structure has been changed in molecule form. So if you want to increase the distance between these atoms, so you can select all these atoms, go to the move option, and here you can select the translation along screen view. Also you can define the distance and then press the move right so that atom will be moved. Again you can click on this file option, go to the import option and select this import local, and this time I would like to select the leucoline C9S5NS2 molecule structure. So you can go to the 0D material, select this molecule and go to the crystalline, and here you can select the leucoline molecule structure and then you can press the open. So here you can see this is the leucoline molecular structure that I have imported from my local database. So you can select these atoms and go to the move option and then move this atom upside, and then again you can select these atoms and then move downside, and then you can click on this recalculate linker bond. You can select this leucoline molecular structure, Ctrl C and Ctrl V inside this unit cell. So you can select this leucoline molecular structure, click on this move option, then you can move this leucoline molecular structure in the center of this two aluminum atom. So you can move this leucoline molecular structure like that. Again you can select this leucoline molecular structure, go to the rotation option. So through rotation option you can rotate the leucoline molecular structure like that, and then you can click on this recalculate linker one, so that the all the atom will be connected by covalent bond. And then you can click on this convert to crystal option, and here you can define the vacuum energy in the direction of A, direction B and direction C. So I would like to include the vacuum energy 20 angstrom in the direction of A, and 32 angstrom in the direction of B, and 20 angstrom in the direction of B. In the crystal structure you can see the vacuum energy has been created. Then you can click on this weld option. To make it centrally fit, you can click on this center option. Then you can click on this convert to crystal option, and here you can see multiple electrode are there, like left electrode, right electrode, bottom electrode, top electrode, front electrode and back electrode is there. So as per your device structure you can define the electrode. So I would like to select this bottom electrode and top electrode, and then you can click on this preview option, and here you can see the electrode has been created. This is the top electrode and this is the bottom electrode, and then you can click on this weld option. So this is the 2-pro device structure, where bottom and top electrode are aluminum nanowire and central scattering area contain leucoline molecule. And if you want to simulate this structure, so you can click on this simulator, go to the nanodical and select this self-consistent field calculation. So this is the SCF calculation. Here you can see this is the basic settings: electron temperature, cutoff energy, exchange correlation, LDA, GGA, and this is the K point sampling. This is the contour integral. This is the electrode. Here you can see this is the bottom electrode parameter and this is the top electrode parameter. This is the iteration control, density matrix, Hamilton matrix, total energy, and here you can see this is the basic settings, and this is the spin type. Suppose if you want to include the spintonics application like collinear spin, general spin, so you can add. So as per your need you can define the parameter, then you can click on this generate files. So once you click on this generate file, in the project window you can see the scf.input file for the device, bottom electrode and top electrode has been generated. So you can select this scf.input, right click, click on open with, and this is the script for the 2-pro device structure. Here you can see what parameter we have defined. This is the basic settings: electron temperature, cutoff energy, exchange correlation, K point, and this is the description of electrode. Here you can see this is the bottom electrode and this is the top electrode. This is the contour integral. Here you can see no spin is included, and this is the iteration control, and this is the atom and their Cartesian coordinate point. So similarly you can select this scf.input file for the bottom electrode, right click, click on open with, and this is the script of bottom electrode. So first you need to run the SCF input for the bottom electrode. So right click on this SCF input, click on run option, and suppose if you want to run the job on parallel, suppose 5 core, 10 core, 15 core, so there is no limitation of core, you can define up to 128 core. Then you can click on this run option to run this job. So again you can run the scf.input file for the top electrode, and then you can run the SCF input for the device part. In the job manager you can see I have run all the input parameter in the queue condition. When the SCF input for the bottom electrode calculation will finish, then the SCF input for the top electrode will start automatically. So in the meantime you can select this simulator, go to the nanodical and select this analysis. So here you can see this is the analysis parameter for the device. If you want to show for the top electrode, bottom electrode, so you can select. So here you can see this is the analysis parameter for the bottom electrode. So I would like to select this device part, and then you can select the parameter as per your need, and then you can click on this generate file. So I would like to select this transmission. Here you can see this is the K point sampling, this is the number of energy point, and this is the energy range. And also I would like to select this potential. Here you can see effective potential, Hartree potential, exchange correlation, neutral atom. So I would like to select this Hartree potential. And if you want to calculate the IV curve, so here you can see this is the IV curve and this is the K point sampling. Then you can click on this generate file. Similarly you can run the analysis input file. So this structure is without any biasing voltage. If you want to include the biasing, first you can copy the project, then you can press the OK, and you can select this project. Again you can click on this simulator, go to the nanodical and select this SCF calculation, And in the SCF calculation you can define the same parameter as you have calculated for this device part, only you can change the biasing voltage. So for the biasing voltage you can select this electrode. Basically the biasing voltage is equal to bottom electrode minus top electrode. So here you can see I have defined 0.1 biasing voltage. This voltage minus this voltage is equal to biasing voltage. Then you can click on this generate file. So in the same way, first you need to run the SCF input for the bottom electrode. Then you can run the SCF input for the top electrode. And then you can run the SCF input for the device. And in the meantime you can go to the simulator, select this nanodical and go to the analysis parameter. And here you can select the same parameter, like this is the transmission and this is the potential and this is the IV curve. Then you can click on this generate file. So similarly you can run the analysis input file as well. So if you want to calculate for the different biasing voltage, so you can follow the same procedure and then you can generate their input file and then you can run the file and you can wait until the calculation finished. In the project window you can see I have created multiple projects for different biasing voltage. And in the job manager you can see all the calculation has been finished and their output has been generated. So here you can see this is the Coulomb potential.dsf file. So right click on show view. So this is the Coulomb potential of this structure without any biasing voltage. This is the 3D view, and if you want to show the 2D, so this is the 2D view along x axis, y axis, z axis, and this is the planar display. If you want to show the stereoscopic display, so this is the stereoscopic display along z axis, y axis, x axis. And if you want to show the 1D view, so this is the 1D view along xy plane, yz plane, xz plane, and this is the transmission.xml file. So right click on show view, and this is the transmission with respect to energy without any biasing voltage. And if you want to export or raw data, so here you can see this is the export option. So you can click on it and here you can select the format like PNG, JPG, BMP, PDF, text format. So any format you can select and then you can click on this save option so that you can easily export your raw data. Here you can see this is the current voltage curve.xml file and the current voltage curve data file will be open in the MATLAB. So I would like to open my MATLAB. So from browse option you can select your project into MATLAB. So here you can see this is the location of my project. You can select and click on this select folder so that your data will be uploaded in the MATLAB. Here you can see this is the device file without any biasing voltage, and this is the device biasing with 0.1 biasing voltage, and this is the device file with 0.2 biasing voltage. So you can click on this option and then you can select this device folder. So this is the output file of this device structure. So again you can select this folder and then you can select this device folder, and here you can see this is the current voltage curve.mat file. So double click on it and here you can write the command data and then press the enter. So here you can see this is the data of this current voltage curve.mat file. So again you can select this folder and select this device folder, and then you can double click on this current voltage curve.mat file, and here you can again type the command data and then press the enter. So you can see there are different biasing voltage and their output current is there. So for the final IV curve you can click on this new script and here you can write the command. So first you can define the voltage and then you can define the current, and here you can see this is the command for plotting the graph, and here you can see we have defined voltage on x axis and current on y axis, and here you can see this is the title of this graph. So in the voltage and current command you can enter the value of voltage and current that you have received during the simulation, and then you can click on this run option. Once your program will finished you will find the IV curve. So this is the IV curve of the two probe molecular junction. On the x axis you can see we have defined the voltage, and on the y axis you can see I have defined the current. So thank you for watching the video.